This is Roblox Sell Lemons, and it is a game where you sell lemons. It's very much self-explanatory, and today we're going to be playing this game to find out how long it will take me to make $1 sextillion in this game just by selling lemons. Now, let's get into it. So, I am in on a completely new account. We've got $1 to my name because I got the reward at the start of the game. And I'm going to be finding out how long it takes. So at the moment we have $1. So you do have to pay the dollar that you get in order to actually play the game. And as you guys can see here, we had the Sell Lemons badge, meaning this is a brand new account, never used this before for this account and for this game. So lemon stand, you can make $1 just by clicking. So if we click, I get $1 every click. And you have to wait a second though. That's pretty standard though. Let's do this a few more times and then we can get the upgrade. So we got $6.20 and we can get this. And there we go. We now get double the amount. And then that is good and all, but this is really slow cash. So we want to get all the good money. So let's actually upgrade this and we can do all of that. But we've got a money bag over here. Let's claim this. We've got $60, and you can actually claim the lemons on these trees. You don't get much though. It's about a percentage of what you currently have. It's not much. It's a lot higher when you're higher up in the game. So currently we have $70. We can get 3x lemons and cash for 82. So let's keep clicking until we get that. There we go, and we now have that. Now we do have a new button here, and this is going to increase lemon stand speed, meaning it will no longer take 1 second. It will speed up the process, which is actually much better. And I recommend you guys buy these upgrades because they are actually very worth it. So now I'm getting $60 a click, and for this we need 785. But we can automate this now. That's really good. So now we don't have to keep clicking. So then we can now focus on other things. Like this money bag over here, we got another one. And it's actually nice that it's actually next to us, so we can do this. We got $1,300. That's pretty good. And we can now get the 3x lemon stand speed, so that's good. So now it's going to be very quick. It takes a third of a second to do each click. And we can actually name our stand. Secondary was Tycoon's Lemons. So I'm actually going to rename this to Socially Awkward Lemons. It's a pretty good title. It represents my brand quite well. So I like it. So now that's automated, we can upgrade this all the way up to the max. And now we get much more money with every click. So that's really good. We now have 25 upgrades on this thing. So I'm going to wait for the next one. So we have $10,000. And we can get a new income source, Lemon Dash. Now, Lemon Dash is actually pretty good. So, it's going to help us get more income. And that is the second of 7 that you can get. And it's actually pretty good. There's a bunch of badges in this game. I only have 2 badges, but I have done 8% of all of them. That's pretty good. So, reach cash balance of 1 trigintillion. That is insane. Very big numbers. If you're watching this video with hippopotamonstrous then I don't recommend that these numbers. These are very big numbers. And then 4 hidden badges, which are secret badges. Or they just don't fit. So, $60,000. Pretty good. So, we got another button over here that we can get. And if you haven't figured it out by now, yes, this is a tycoon game. And you can click this. It'll take 15 seconds. A bit slower. But we'll be upgrading that. 21,000. There we go. I'm spending money like it's easy. We've got 50,000 now. It's pretty good. And then to automate the Lemon Dash, we need 1 million. That's not that bad. That won't take long. We got 10,000 from this. So we can upgrade this and that's good. You can actually pay to upgrade this by 8x for 15 minutes for 50 Robux. But I don't have any Robux, so I'm not going to be doing that. And we've actually got a question mark down here. So that is going to highlight the next one, that anything that you can now go for. So anything that you can afford, it will highlight. That's good. I like that. So I'm going to click on this and it's going to stay open. I don't know whether that stays, but we'll see. So we can get this. Yeah, it doesn't stay. You have to keep clicking it to find out. So we can get this one here. 105,000 to double the cash we make here. Which is actually pretty good. But we need to wait. Because that's 100k. We don't have 100k. So let's get there real quick. And there we go, we now have 105,000, but technically it's 150,000 as we got the reward from the other one. So let's get this. So this is now double cash, and we're now up to 3,500. That's pretty good. So the next one we can get is 1.1 million. That is now unlocked, and that is going to double the speed. Now, at some point, this will be instant, making this really, really easy. So now we need to get this one, which is going to increase the lemon dash speed, which is very good, because this is actually quite slow. It now takes 7.5 seconds, as you guys can see. It's not that fast, but it's good. It's good for now. We're going to be working our way up to 1 sextillion, and that actually might not even take that long. So, currently we're at 3.3 thousand a second, well, 7,000 a second, it's actually not even that bad. Okay, we got Roblox, 614,050, take it or leave it, then to just a bit more, and yeah, whatever. Now, technically, if you do this, you shouldn't haggle too much. If you're too greedy, they will actually walk away from you, which is why you should be careful how much you should ask for more, and whether you should even ask for more in the first place, because potentially you could be rejected instantly. So, it's risky. It's like gambling. Do you want to gamble, or do you want to play it safe? Because you're guaranteed to get money if you take it away instantly. Now, we've got money back over there, but that's too far. I can't be bothered to go for that. And there's actually the other side of the map. I'm not doing that. So we're up to 1 million. We do now have the badge for millionaire from the phone call that we got from Roblox, and that is actually pretty good. We've hit our first milestone, the millions. Next to the billions, then trillions, then quadrillions, quintillions, then the goal of this video, the sextillions. Now, that actually might not even take that long, so we're going to see how long it does take. And double speed, there we go. How long has it taken? Very nice. And now we can upgrade, knowing that we're going to get that back really fast. Yeah, just keep upgrading, you'll get there. It's really worth it doing all this. And you can get powers, but these powers you have to pay Robux for, unfortunately. You can't do this free to play, which is unfortunate. I think Creekcraft bought all of these. Apparently, it's only 200 Robux to do some days, and gave it Roblox Plus. We're not going to worry about that though. I don't want Roblox Plus. I do not want to pay $5 a month to Roblox, so I'm not going to be doing that. Now we're up to almost 2 million just from buying all the upgrades. That is pretty good. So now I think we want to focus on the ones inside here, so we can get this automating for 1 million. That's good. And then we've got 8.4 million there for roof decoration. That's decoration, but that will unlock more buttons, so we do want to buy those in the future anyway. So we can upgrade this, and that will actually benefit us to wait all this time for. That's pretty good. Lemon Dash is much better than the other one if you can get it quick enough, and we will get this upgraded quite far into the future. This one will take us a while to do, because this did not take long to get this far, and we can actually get lemon stand cash for 73.5 million. That is going to be a little hard work, but we'll get there. So we now have extra cash, 2 times cash to be precise, and we're now at 1.6 million. One more there, 1.8 million is very good. So, anything I can buy? Yes, there is this item over here. So, almost. That is the next one we're going to be able to buy, and this will actually direct you to the next one, which is actually the cheapest one. We're still gonna have to wait for that though. We can't just get that really fast. Now, this is actually pretty slow now. We'll get this up quite high, as it's only at 50. So now we can get this, the exterior sign up there, and now we can do socially awkward lemons, and we can copy this to put it on other signs, because we will get more signs. That's not the last one we're getting. We've got socially awkward lemons and socially awkward lemons up here. So now we can do more on here. Very nice. Now again, a lot more money. 10 million every 10 seconds, 7.5 seconds. It's pretty good. So now we can get the roof decoration, which unlocks that. And even though it's only decoration, it will unlock more. 410 million. It's a big jump. This game is a tycoon. It's quite easy tycoon though. but it's big gaps between them to make up for it. So now we can upgrade this even more. Just spamming the E key like it's my job. Went from 50 to 90 just like that, up to 158,000, and it's very, very worth it. 4x lemon stand cash at 73.5 million is actually the next one. It's kind of crazy. It is the cheapest one from here. Unfortunate, but we're gonna have to wait for that, so let's wait. And here we are. We can now buy this. We now have extra money. 634,000. Pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. So the new one is this. So next one over here is that. So 230 million. It's a big jump. Not gonna lie. So show upgrade labels. So I'm actually gonna leave that on. So show customer button. Yeah, I want that. Show new hints. Yes. New income. Yeah. And that's all of the settings that there is. So next is 230 million, and we're going to run for that. But to get that, we have to spend money. We're now at 110 upgrades, and we can get 2.4 million that fast. We're going to get a lot of money really fast. Now, if you guys remember from the start of the video, we made $2 from this. We now made $8,000 from this, and this is actually not even that bad passive money. But it is not much considering how much you make from normal thing and from the other things in much quicker time. But it is extra money, so I'm not gonna complain too much. So we're at 24, and now we're at 25. So we've got a lot of millions. We're almost in the billions. We've got 400 million there, and the next one we can buy is that, and that is 290 million. We're well above it. So 2x lemon dash cash, very nice. Then the next one is 810 million. That is not a very long way, as we now have it. So that is the speed. So now let's see the speed. It is this. 2.5 seconds. Very nice. And that is going to be very beneficial to us in our journey to run SEXTILLION. We are now officially a billionaire in Blox Bytes games, and as you guys can see, $1.2 billion. And the next item we can actually buy is this one over here, which is worth 13.5 billion. So I think to get there quicker, we are actually going to want to do some upgrades. So yes, we do get 23 million, but that's not a lot. So I do want to upgrade that. Considering you get more from this than you get from each upgrade, that is going to be actually really nice. But that's not the case all the time. I represent the Lemon Purchasing Committee. We hereby submit an offer of 2.205 billion. I actually think that's the amount I have now, so that's doubling the cash that I have. Higher. 2.3. That's a little bit more, but that will work. It's fine. I don't want to haggle too much. I'm going to haggle once. That's fine. Now we're at 6.7 billion. There we go. And that is meaning the next upgrade is this one over here, which we can almost buy. So the lemons on this tree are actually starting to come back, and they're worth 64,000 now. That is a massive jump from the previous 8,000 that we had. And that is depending on your income. So, yeah, it's not that bad. It's nice to have it as a passive income. So now we're at 11.9 billion. And how fast we jumped, we're going to be richer than Elon Musk. So, the next item we can buy is that over there. 13.5 billion. That's alright. We can actually upgrade this more to get more money from this, which will help a little bit, but not much. And I did just spend all of my money to get 150 upgrades when that's not even doing much. 33 million, that is much better than what it was at before. So over here, this is going to make us even more, and that is actually quite slow still, so we do need to get the faster Lemon Dash, which is going to help us. So what we need to do now is upgrade this, which is actually very expensive. So be careful, guys. I would recommend spending all of your money on upgrades like this, as it does help a lot. So 811 million. So that's basically $1 billion every 2.5 seconds, which Elon Musk would never make. We're better than Elon Musk, basically. $12 billion just like that. Very nice. And we're actually making money very, very fast. Oh, okay, we've actually got 4.2x income speed. I was not expecting this at all. I think this is a random event. I've never actually seen this before. So 4.2x income speed. That's pretty cool, I guess. But I don't really know too much about it anyway. So we get 6.3 billion from that. That's not a lot compared to other things. So we're actually nearing close to 2 trillion, a trillion, which is nice. So yeah, this is actually much faster. I don't know how long this lasts for, but we'll find out. And we have officially made it to $1 trillion. I rolled in a bit late technically because I'm at 1.75 trillion, but I claimed the money back to get that far, so all's good. So we're now at $2 trillion, which is actually really, really nice. We get 3x lemon depot cash, which is pretty nice, which that's for this bit here, and I get half a trillion every 30 seconds. It's very nice. So the next thing I can get is that, basically. So that's 2.45 trillion. And that is structure, so that's actually going to raise this area up here that you're looking at right now up, and we'll be able to go inside, which is actually quite nice. So railing decoration, not going to worry about decoration, I'm worried about what comes next. So we can actually get a money bag over here, which is quite close, so I'm actually going to go for that. And guys, we are officially at 1.5 quadrillion, which is past the quadrillion mark. And we now have more cash here. So do be somewhere in Roblox here. 562 trillion. Will it set that? I don't want to haggle too much. I actually haven't actually lost anything, which is good. It's actually nice. So we're getting 9.5 trillion. It's not bad. We can definitely get more though. Right, let's find the next stand, and it is up there. So our goal, like I said, our goal for this video is 1 sextillion. Currently, we are about an hour in, and we are now 1 quadrillion. So that's not bad. But this is our next one, so we're gonna buy that. Then the next one is over here. Now, it is actually recommending certain things based on what it will unlock and what's recommended, and then next is up there. So yeah, it's sending me in weird directions for some of these, but that's actually what the system's recommending for what you should do next. So next one is more decoration, not actually that much, and then next is down here again. Yeah, so I'm going back and forth. I should probably do what I can at the time, but I don't really want to. I want to do it in the order that it tells me. And then back up the ladder. Yeah, it's a weird order, but I actually don't mind. So, let's keep going. We have made it to the quintillions. We have got one more set to go before the end of this video, the sextillions. So we need 900 more quintillion, and then we are done. Well, 999 more quintillion, and then we are done. So now we can get the elevator structure, and we can now proceed on to level 2, which we need to pay a quintillion for that, which we're actually quite close to, and we've got the void on, which is really good. So now it only takes 20 seconds. Pretty good. From the previous 80 seconds, it's a very nice change. Now you can actually go up to these floors, but I'm just going to call the elevator back down, and that's good. And we can buy that, and we can actually go onto the second floor. So if we go up here, we can get onto the second floor, 1.9 quintillion, to get 3x lemon trade in cash, which actually isn't beneficial at the moment, because I'm more worried about speed at the moment, but it's fine. That's 1.9 quintillion, and we'll get there eventually. And guys, we have officially reached $1 sextillion, the goal of this video. I just want to say thank you to everyone who made it this far. If you've made it this far, leave a like, subscribe. If you want to see part 2 of this series, where I go for even more cash in this game, let me know in the comment section, and I will definitely reach higher than 1 sextillion, because we have now reached it, the goal of this video. So, as I mentioned before, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, let me know in the comment section if I should do a part 2, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.